We're gonna get our vocals from sounding like this
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need?
to this.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see.
What up, y'all? I'm Yana Mahal, and today we're gonna be building the most epic vocal chain ever in Reason 13. Let's get into it. So I'm pumped because today I'm gonna go over the basics of gain staging. I'll show you how I mix my vocals live, and I will gift you a Combinator patch so that you too can play with it during your creative process. Download it, enjoy, but also please keep watching so you can learn the proper gain staging techniques I'm about to cover. Understanding how to build a device and customize one yourself is worth these next few minutes, I promise. So I have the stems split into 3 tracks for this song. I have the synths, drums, and my dry vocals with just a little bit of tune since it fits the vibe I was going for in the song. I like to mix vocals this way so my CPU can be solely used for the vocal mix. Let's take a quick listen before we start mixing.
On the bed, you know that I'm on one. These muffins just brag, I know they don't got none. You know what I do, you know what I easy. They look at my life and they think that it's crazy.
Let the processing commence. As I build this vocal chain, it's important to understand why building one for yourself will always be better than using a preset. Most of us use different microphones. Many of us use different preamps and hardware compressors. Our acoustic environments are different, and most importantly, we all have different vocal cords. All of this is important to keep in mind when building a vocal chain because this means there is no magical EQ curve that works for everyone. It has to work for your individual setup. The first thing to do before adding any devices is to listen through your recording with the music playing in the background. We then want to set a level that works well with the music. Ideally, we would record at the right level, but sometimes we need to make adjustments. Let's add a gain tool. You can use the gain knob to adjust the level if needed. Everything we do from here on out is going to be staying relatively close to this level, and that's the beauty of gain staging. After the gain tool, we're going to add an M-class equalizer. This EQ will be a subtractive EQ. This is where we'll be getting rid of unwanted frequencies that muddy up the vocal. Let's start by turning on the low shelf. I like to start rolling off the low end around 150 and cutting off a good amount, let's say around 6 to 8 dB.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on
I'll raise the Q a bit to make this a steeper slope.
my back. That won't bother me. 3 in the morning. 3 in the... Am I...
Now I want to get rid of some mud in the low mids. The way that I find the frequencies I want to cut is through a process called sweeping. Sweeping is where we take a boosted bell EQ and listen for harsh frequencies. When we find one that sounds exceptionally bad, we take the gain and cut that shit out. Let's turn on param 1 and boost around 6 dB. Let's turn up the Q a bit to isolate a smaller band of frequencies. I know the mud on my voice is usually around 300 to 500, so I'll start by sweeping here.
The last one. Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me.
Cool, so I def want to shave off a bit at around 450, so I'll knock off about 3 dB.
See, does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me.
Now let's turn on param 2. Again, I'll boost the gain and make an even steeper Q.
3 in the morning. 3 in the... Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up.
Okay, dope. Def cutting here at around 300. Let's take off another 3 dB.
Up on me, I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me.
Let's create another EQ. I want to do a little boost in the high mids. I'm looking for the sweet spot that doesn't sound harsh when boosted, but rather brings out the presence of my voice. I'll turn on param 2 and boost it around 6 dB. This time I want a wider Q, so I'll bring it down a bit. I know my voice generally takes a good boost around 3 to 4K, so I'll start looking in here.
In the morning, 3 in the... Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me.
Fire. I'll boost this around 3 dB.
You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
I'm actually still wanting to roll off some of the lows. I'll turn on the low shelf on this.
The best one you see, does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
I'm gonna shave off a couple more dB. All right, so here is where the gain staging comes in. As you may have noticed, we cut a lot of frequencies and now the vocal is sounding a bit quieter than at the start. Take a listen.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head?
Let's add another gain tool below the EQs. If we look at the output levels on the two gain tools, we can see we're losing around 1 dB of gain. So we can add that on our new gain tool.
Does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning.
Gain staging in simplest terms means choosing a good starting level, then checking the level every time we make big changes to the audio source and then adjusting it to match. Let's add one more EQ before we start applying some compression. Reason's channel EQ sounds amazing on vocals, def some analog vibes. Let's throw one on. Let's start by turning on the high pass filter. I like the slope of this filter a lot. I think it sounds best on my voice at around 60 Hertz.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me.
Next, let's sweep with the low shelf and see if there's any more mud to remove.
I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me.
That sounds way better. All right, now the low mids. Let's sweep.
I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see.
Let's just take a hair off of that.
Does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
Next, the high mids.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best.
That sounds great. Last, let's add a little air boost. I like to add 3 to 4 dB around 8K.
When you see, does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in
Let's do a before and after.
the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best.
Sounds super crispy but not harsh. Now we can add another gain tool to check our level.
When you see, does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that
Looks like we lost around 1 dB, so we can add that back.
won't bother me. 3 in the morning. Am I the last one?
Now let's add some compression to tame the peaks. We can start with a channel dynamics compressor. I like to drive the input gain on this to add a little more flavor. For vocals, I like to start with a ratio of around 2 to 1. Now I'll bring the threshold down until I see around 2 dB of gain reduction.
Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
Put it on peak mode and fast.
3 in the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head?
Turn down the release a little bit.
You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
Last, let's use the dry wet knob to mix this to taste.
3 in the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That
fire. We can add another gain tool to check our level.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me.
Looks like we're losing about 1.5 dB.
Be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me.
Let's add another compressor, this time the M-class compressor. Let's bring this to another 2:1 ratio. I'm looking to shave off another 2 dB, so let's bring the threshold down until we can see that.
In the morning, am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me.
I'm gonna set a quick attack and slightly looser release.
I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me. 3 in the morning.
Nice. We can add around 2 dB on the output gain to compensate for the reduction.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me.
Getting a lot more movement on the vocals. Now let's add another EQ to see if there's anything else that needs to be cut. Let's start with the low shelf. I'm gonna knock off a couple more dB.
Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the
It's still a little muddy. I'm gonna sweep at around 300.
weight on my back. That won't bother me. 3 in the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need?
I'll turn that down just a little bit, maybe 0.5 dB, and bring up the Q a little.
Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me. 3 in the morning.
I'm gonna do another sweep around 1K.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe.
Yeah, let's take off a couple dB.
Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me. 3 in the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass.
Now it's time to add a little air. Let's turn the frequency all the way up to 12K. Turn the Q to its widest, and we can turn it up slowly. I recommend not getting carried away here because a little bit goes a long way.
Pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me. 3 in the morning. Am I the last?
Yep, doesn't need more than 1.5 dB. Okay, one more EQ. So there's 2 frequencies that are bugging me. First, let's sweep around 500.
Last one. Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me. 3 in the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass.
That sounds better. All right, there's something up high that's buzzing, so I'm gonna create a really narrow Q. Let's look up around 10K.
I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me.
Nice, that smooths it out a little. This is sounding great. I don't think we've changed the level significantly, so we don't need to add another gain tool yet. Let's add a final compressor to glue this together. We can use the master bus compressor. I like to start by bringing the makeup gain to 0 so we don't get tricked by the louder volume. We can leave the ratio at 2:1. Let's do a quick attack and release. And now let's set the threshold to shave off around 1 dB.
In the morning, am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see.
Now we can use the makeup gain to add 1 dB back.
Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back. That won't bother me.
And again, let's use the dry wet.
In the morning, am I the last one, am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
Sick! Alright, now let's use the new stereo tool. I love this tool because it's able to widen mono signals like this vocal. A lot of time, wideners just turn up the side information, which wouldn't work on a vocal like this. Let's drag one on.
In the morning, am I the last one? Am I the last one you need?
You can hear that it's way too wide, so I just want to add a little.
Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe.
Now one final gain tool which we can use as the chain's output gain. Let's take a listen to before and after.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that.
It sounds so much better and it's not any louder. If anything, it's quieter. It's smoother and ready for some delay and reverb. And luckily, one of the new devices in Reason 13 is the Ripley Space Delay, which has both delay and reverb. Pretty sweet. So I'll add a Ripley on the first return track on the mixer. The reason I'm using this as an auxiliary effect is so that the delay doesn't affect my processed vocal. Instead, it's layered on top. So I'll turn on the first send on the vocal track and we can listen to what it sounds like preloaded.
Won't bother me. In the morning.
First, we need to set the dry wet to full wet. This way we aren't doubling anything on the vocal itself.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head?
What I love about this delay is we can control the left and right with different delay times, but we can also keep pitch or have one delay time for both sides. Check out what happens if I take it off of dual delay and I use the offset to create stereo differences.
You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. In the morning.
It really adds a lot of width. Let's try messing with the feedback filter to EQ the delay's feedback.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my...
Over here, we can add noise, distortion, and bit crush to everything. But here's the cool thing. We can route each of these effects to either the input, output, delay, or reverb. Now let's check out the space. I'll turn it off first.
You better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. In the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe.
Let's turn up the width on the reverb.
Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. In the morning. Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better.
Alright, now I'm gonna turn off that send and also delete the whole chain we just built because I want to open up the device that I made for all you muffins. And quick disclaimer for you nerds, I know that a de-esser is missing. The reason I haven't added one in here is because I didn't want to use any third-party plugins or rack extensions. So if you have a de-esser, try throwing one on before the compression. Now this chain has everything we just built together, but also some other awesome tools. I will just add an effect, go to my user library and put on Slap Guru Vox 5 because I made 4 different versions before I found one that actually worked. Let's start by listening to it on and off.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me.
I tried to make the knobs self-explanatory, but let's quickly go over it together. We have a rumble knob here, and this is going to control the very low end. The more you turn it up, the more the low end will be cut. Next is the mud knob, which is going to turn down the low mids. Let's take a listen.
Weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning, am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see.
The presence knob gives a lift around 4K.
Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning.
And then the air will boost the top end subtly.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see.
Next, we have 2 compressor knobs. The first compression knob turns down the thresholds while boosting the output gain. It's kind of like bootleg auto gain.
Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning.
The next knob is another compressor, but this one is in parallel. Adding this adds a lot more dimension and body to the vocal. Let's listen as I bring it in.
Am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head?
Down here are 2 types of saturation. The first is going to add a tape saturation. Let's turn them off and let's listen to the first one.
Better believe, give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning, am I the...
It gives just a little crispiness to the peaks. Now let's check out the distortion knob.
Last one, am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe, give me the weight on my back.
Adding a little bit creates so much more presence. We have 2 delays and reverb set up here. I'll turn them off as we go through.
That won't bother me. 3 in the morning, am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
Let's listen to the reverbs.
3 in the morning, am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning, am I the last one?
Now this is one of my favorite knobs on here. It's a pitch layer that adds a distorted layer 1 octave down. Let's bring that in.
Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
With control is here.
In the morning, am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll
Next is a low and high cut.
be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me.
Last, we have an input gain and output gain. A fun thing to try is pushing the input and compensating by bringing the output down.
In the morning, am I the last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that...
All right, I'll play the track from the beginning and use the knobs as if I were automating them.
That's facts, started from the floor. Swear to God, I'm a fucking star. Rated R, rated for the core. Y'all falling from the top and we're never gonna stop now. Put the side J, bend it to the right now. Cherry pie, pull the panties to the side, yeah. Apologize if you wanted some advice, yeah. Hit it twice, breathe it heavy for the night, yeah. You know that I'm on one. These muffins just brag, I know they don't got none. You know what I do, you know it ain't easy. They look at my life and they think that it's crazy. You tell me I'm bored, nature's you torn. They dollar me more, watching me more, wanting me more. I'm in a forest, hey, mama's a bad one. Baby, you need me, baby, don't pass up. I might be the best one. Am I the last last one? Am I the last one you need? Baby, don't pass up on me. I'll be the best one you see. Does it all go to my head? You better believe. Give me the weight on my back that won't bother me. 3 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I'm back like you want it, pass like you want it. Take what you want it, say what you want, but I'm it, man. You know that's on me, and you won't find nobody who could follow me. That's facts, started from the floor. Swear to God, I'm a fucking star. Rated R, rated for the core. Y'all falling from the top, and we're never gonna stop now.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned a thing or two. Please grab this device and enjoy it. And I will be posting new videos on my YouTube soon. Till next time.